starts with breaking news.
Our plan is to document the wreckage before relocating into a secure facility in Arizona.
Now at 5, that breaking news. The NTSB is sharing new details about a mid-air collision involving 2 firefighting helicopters in Riverside County. 3 crew members were killed. Good evening once again. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Annabelle Sedano. NBC4's Christian Cáceres is live in Cabazon, where that update happened just 30 minutes ago. Christian.
That's right. Just moments ago, the National Transportation Safety Board giving us an update here on their investigation. They tell us that their team members arrived here late this afternoon to the site. And I want to show you just a little bit of where we are located. The crash site just located just beyond those 2 patrol vehicles that you see there on your screen. Now, the NTSB telling us that their team arrived here on site along with the FAA and the helicopter manufacturers. Now, their purpose is to examine the scene and, of course, determine what caused those 2 CAL FIRE helicopters to crash. CAL FIRE identifying those 3 men as Assistant Chief Josh Bishop, Fire Captain Tim Rodriguez, and Pilot Tony Sousa. Now, they were part of a 6 aircraft response team that were battling a 3-acre fire near Broadway and Esperanza in Cabazon. Their helicopter, according to CAL FIRE, was operating as an air coordinator when it collided with another helicopter used to carry over 2,000 gallons of water. CAL FIRE saying it will be conducting an internal investigation while the NTSB is taking over to determine exactly what caused that fatal crash, which has the fire community heartbroken.
We'll look at the pilots, their certificates and ratings held, their recency, and any flight training history. We'll examine the airframe, the engine, and other components as necessary, which may include a follow-up examination at a later date, which will also include a review of the maintenance history.
Well, Governor Gavin Newsom, in a statement saying in part, this terrible tragedy is a reminder of the dangers our courageous firefighters face daily while working to keep our communities safe. We owe them our deepest respect and gratitude and will always honor their bravery and sacrifices. Again, the NTSB says they hope to have this investigation complete within the next 18 to 24 months. Now, they also say those results could lead to new safety regulations, they say, in hopes of preventing tragedies like this from happening again. But again, a very sad day here for the fire community. Christian Cáceres, NBC4 News.
Right now on NBCLA.com and, of course, on our NBCLA app as well, you can see more about the crew members, how they are being honored and remembered.
All right, changing gears, we are looking live at the Valley on this hot Monday. Meteorologist Melissa McGee is here with your first alert forecast. Melissa.
Hi there, Annabelle, and we certainly have some hazy sunshine across the region. Here's a live look outside as we're looking at the valley floor once again. Lots of sunshine today. Temperatures on the hot side. Van Nuys in at 89, your high temperature today, and at 93. We've got good visibility at this hour. It's 81 in Thousand Oaks, 93 in Lancaster, 80 in Anaheim, 97 San Bernardino, upper 80s there in West Covina. So satellite and radar showing you the ridge of high pressure responsible for all of the heat we had over our weekend starting to move on off to our east. It will be turning cooler over the next few days. Also watching very closely post-tropical cyclone Eugene. So the moisture with this storm system will start to work its way northward as we go throughout the middle and latter half of our work week. We'll talk about what we can expect on your Tuesday tomorrow. That onshore flow will return, so temperatures a little closer to average at that point. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we're tracking some of that remnant moisture from that tropical system down to our south. So it will be turning more humid with a threat of a pop-up shower or storm. We'll take a closer look, all coming up with your first alert forecast. I'll send it back over your way.
All right, Melissa, thank you. New at 5, the number of LAPD officers has shrunk to the lowest level ever in decades. In fact, our investigative reporter Eric Leonard joins us live from the newsroom with the latest on what has happened and what the city is planning to do about it. Eric.
Hi, Colleen. Well, the I-Team has learned that the number of LAPD officers has dipped below 9,000 for the first time in more than 20 years. And the department says it's still having a difficult time competing for new applicants. This new data obtained by the I-Team that shows that as of late July, the number of LAPD officers dropped to 8,967. That's the lowest number of officers since former Mayor Richard Reardon's tenure back in the mid-1990s. The number of officers then climbed again last week as another class of recruits graduated. That brought the number of officers as of today to 8,995. The LAPD says more officers are retiring and recruitment and training just hasn't been able to keep up. Chief Michael Moore says the newest class of recruits is only half full. 29 trainees are in that class, and it should have 60 officers. Now, last week we told you a new contract negotiated with the officers union is aimed at solving both of these problems. Starting pay for new officers has been increased by more than 10%, and current officers will collect a 20% raise over the next 4 years. Now, Mayor Karen Bass says she'd like to grow the LAPD back to 9,500 officers. Her office told us late this afternoon that the mayor takes hiring and retention of LAPD officers very seriously, and she says she's taking action to address it. That's referring to the contract. The LAPD didn't return our calls for comment this afternoon on how the shortage or the shrinking size of the workforce might affect police service. Back to you in the studio.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Eric. Meantime, tomorrow, thousands of LA City workers are planning to walk off the job for 24 hours, joining hotel workers, writers, and actors. The strike